Coming up on this episode.
Natural 20.
I immediately start hiding.
I start pissing.
He's hiding something. A humanoid figure sits crisscross in the upper branches of the jungle canopy, their arms resting in their lap. They are completely still, even their breathing failing to make their chest move. After some time, the figure stands, grabs a red-bladed sword that was resting against the tree, and jumps down. Just before hitting the jungle floor, the figure wraps their legs around a smaller tree branch, sending them into an acrobatic spin that kills their momentum, allowing them a gentle landing. Elsewhere on the island, our party has managed to stumble upon Magnis, the presumed fire oracle. After 4 days of searching, the penumbra finally found the crescent moon-shaped island. It has a volcano, dense jungle, and several species of dinosaur on it. After Diego spotted a crashed vessel, the party went to investigate, where they traded blows with Magnis in his fox form before managing to talk him down. We cut to Magnis displaying the strange item he found in the Androphen bunker on the island. So I have this thing, and he pulls out a black metal hammer. One side of the hammer's head is fractured. Size and shape lend towards more the use of a craftsman, not a warrior. Seems like you would hold it in one hand to hammer things. Haft has a very simplistic sigil. It has 4 very simplistic sigils on it. One of a red flame, one of a silver ingot, one of a white cloud, and one of a blue raindrop from bottom to top. All of which but the red flame are cracked. I found it in one of their bunkers. The bunker that's here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Could you direct us to where that bunker is?
Yeah, it's pretty far away. He motions to the volcano.
Is it... Well, hold on.
No, it's not in the volcano. I mean, it's in the base of the volcano.
Okay.
It is not in
the other
lava.
thing, it's not... you didn't get a disease from walking into it, did you?
Oh, yeah, I did. I threw up for like a month. Yeah. That shit was rough.
Same
Got another one of those.
We've been here for
How
a
did
month?
we fix that last
I've been
time?
here for 6.
We resisted it.
Yeah, we just kind of muscled through it. Although you didn't you find
I'm
some
the only
sort
one
of...
that didn't muscle through it.
I have a vaccine that can help.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Or anti-plague or whatever I used.
I can will the sickness out of me.
Yeah, I got over it. Didn't kill me, so.
I guess you kind of are self-sanitizing with all that fire.
Do I have any of Baptiste's like rations he makes with us at all?
Hey, you probably have a stew or two.
I would carry a stew.
Yeah,
I pull a
if you
hot
don't
cauldron
remember-
out of my pocket. The blasphemy. I told you I hate Baptiste stew.
Think of a medieval furnace, a medieval thermos. Yeah, it's like this. It's a metal canister that at the bottom has blitz shards that like will heat it up on demand, and you can just take the lid off.
Well, I know hot food on a hot day is not the best, but if you want to wash the taste of that, whatever that was over the fire out.
Okay, yeah, he'll take it and he'll fucking eat it, and he'll also give this hammer thing to whoever wants it.
I'll take it.
Yeah, one of you guys should probably look at it.
Anyone? Oh, you'll be back by now.
Oh,
You can get back.
Did
Sorry.
I see anything?
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Yeah. One thing you did see. Sorry, I forgot you weren't here the whole time.
Yep.
I completely slipped my mind. You would just be arriving as he's like handing this hammer off to Diego. Although on the way you did see huge commotion kind of on the outskirts of the jungle that kind of leads to where you guys are. It is this massive black and yellow scaled dinosaur, like 50 feet long, scaly hide, wide mouth lined with viciously sharp teeth, 2 wide, incredibly powerful hind legs, super thick tail, small forelimbs, still bearing pretty sharp claws that are like almost the length of you. It's a T-Rex.
Yeah.
It's just like thrashing through the forest.
Heading in our direction?
Not headed your direction, but it is in the bit of the jungle that like is towards you guys, but it's not like headed in your direction.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Good. Hey, so on my way down here, kind of saw a massive dinosaur. Like, how far away from where we're at?
It's a good distance. I wouldn't even call it close.
Okay.
Like a half mile?
Yeah.
Mile?
Well, if we run into it, I can try to talk to it, but I'd rather not run into
It's
it.
going kind of crazy, I think.
Yeah, there's some big ones here. I hunt the smaller ones.
So, what is that?
Oh, it's a hammer. Take a look at it.
Okay.
It's Androphen stuff.
Yeah, it looks
Magnus
to
found it.
be the black metal.
Magnus is going to take us to the bunker.
The black metal seems very reminiscent of all of the black metal and drop stuff you've seen. Probably adamantine is what I'm saying. Crafting or nature?
Crafting.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to do a secret or not.
Let's do nature for you. I'm kidding.
That's a 0. That is
Oh, I thought that was like, how did you get a 0?
27. That's plus 0.
27.
Yeah,
Sick.
roll kind of low.
So this thing is clearly broken, and also clearly, probably in its restored form, incredibly magical. Images on its haft seem to be reservoirs that once held specific elemental magics. Your best bet is that to get this thing working would be to somehow fill the only node that isn't broken, which is the flame node, with an insanely high concentration of fiery magic. With elemental magics, your surrounding can play a huge part in the potency of the magic that can be produced. And with something this foreign and probably meant to house something incredibly powerful, your best bet you would need to this thing would literally need to be in the lava of a volcano to have a powerful enough elemental fire magic put into it.
So me and Magnus couldn't dump like a 7th level spell each into it.
Nope.
Got it.
When are we going to find the volcano at this hour?
Doing this will most likely only restore part of the hammer's power, obviously. There's 3 other nodes. The rest of the repairs to both fix the remaining sigils and the hammer's head would require material. Your first thought is adamantine, obviously. But with a magical item as complex as this, something as simple as resmelting that's not really like something you can do. You'd need a material that could act as a glue, basically.
Like a sovereign glue?
No, not literally a solvent glue, but a material that could act as a glue, fusing the hammer back in the nodes, back to what they were. Something incredibly potent magically, and probably would have to be related to this, what would be assumed to be this thing's Androphan origin. The answer to that question would most likely be a metric fuck ton of concentrated foundation.
Metric fuck ton. Okay.
What's that in kiloliters?
So it was a potent glue, potent magical glue, outrageous amount of foundation, adamantine.
No, the foundation is all you would need.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I was just walking you through kind of what you would be
it.
eliminating. The foundation would act as that glue, but I'm talking you would need so much that you don't even really know how much you would need. Whether that takes the form of like an actual ocean of foundation, or if that takes the form of like something incredibly like
pure.
Yep.
Okay.
Definitely something you are not quite sure how you would go about getting currently. However, it is worth noting that one of the islands was specifically noted to have reconstructive materials.
Strange.
Loot Island.
So do I have an idea what this hammer does though?
Outside of so it clearly has a tie to primal magics, which is interesting for you because it not a lot of the Androphan stuff has really had that connection. You know what I mean? Obviously, the nodes are probably the most important piece of this thing's design, right? But in terms of its like exact functions, it'd be pretty hard to tell until it had at least any kind of juice in it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, we could try to kind of kickstart part of this hammer.
Well, so, just to clarify, I assume you kind of share that with everybody.
Yeah.
Spark notes. We don't have to talk to.
We could try to kickstart this hammer if we might just take it to the volcano.
Well, we're headed in that direction.
That hammer again?
What?
What do you plan to do with that hammer again?
I want to repair it to see what it does.
Does this seem to have anything to do with the tech you were talking about, Magnus?
Yeah.
Because you mentioned something about Akatan possibly keeping himself ever youthful with this kind of tech.
Yeah. I mean, the tech has room for error, but obviously Akatan would get the best of the best.
Is he killable with that tech that exists or no?
I mean, if he's
Is that why you're not just heading straight for the Magin Empire?
Yeah. Well, that's the answer I kind of want, right? Is that if I'm just going to kill him and he pops back up, what's the point? I kind of want to know beforehand. Also, I was hoping eventually he'd come to me But that kind of comes later down the road. Yeah, I basically
Are we
want to
sure
be
we
sure
have
I
to
can
kill him, or can we convince him to be good?
No.
I
He's
feel
been
like he's
around
not
doing
so
a lot of
different
bad
between
things
you
for a
two.
long.
I think killing is probably a good option.
Yeah.
Been doing
I
a
wonder
lot of
if
bad
the-
things for a
Yeah,
long
it's worth
time.
the shot thrown out there.
He's on the
Anyway,
third war with the people that are known for worshiping your god, Ren.
yes,
Country
God
of
worshippers
dinosaurs.
never go to war otherwise.
I'm going to take some healing elixirs because I realize I'm missing a decent amount of health.
He sees you doing that, Phosphorus, and he says, "Do you need assistance?"
I'm just going to drink some elixirs.
Okay. I just burned all of you, so I feel...
Yes. I tried to stop it, but it didn't really work
We're
out
kind
for
of
me.
self-sufficient in that regard.
I had my tea.
Yeah, what's up with that?
He likes tea,
No, but like, why is it?
It healed me
and he likes
Okay.
the taste.
because I willed it to.
I've seen stranger stuff. That's fair.
It's
I
full
have
again.
so many questions.
If you
when
want
we get
some.
a chance, you and I need to sit down for a while.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you think that time
Eamon's
oracle?
like walking and trying to write at the same time and continually falling behind everyone and getting like stressed.
Well, where are we going anywhere?
The bunker, right? How
Oh, yeah.
far away is that?
Probably a good couple hours. That's not
Okay.
in considering.
But not like 2 days or anything.
Do we need
No.
to?
Did
That's
you let the
fair.
crew know what's
Do we
happening?
want to
Phosphorus?
reposition the boat in any way, or should we leave it as is?
Just leave it.
Yeah, I probably would have told him, like, keep an eye out for anything heading this way. There might be 2 enemy magic users here.
Okay.
So that's what I told the crew.
Okay.
And they
Yeah,
could
yeah.
be any one of you.
I didn't say that.
You could be rewired to attack at any point.
Don't trust anyone.
So you guys want to start making your way to the volcano?
Yes.
Do you want me to hold on to this hammer, or do you want it back, or who wants to hold on to it?
I'll take it.
I mean, I found it.
That's
It
why
was kind of mine, I assumed.
I'm looking at you.
Well, you
do you want this back?
already offered to have somebody else take it.
I mean, you guys could look at it, I thought.
Oh, you definitely made it sound like we could just take
I'm
it.
just gonna hand him back
No.
the hammer.
Okay. He puts it away.
It's fine. You don't want to share with the captain. It's neat.
You're the captain?
I am the captain. Yes. Of the Penumbra. Look at that beautiful boat up there.
Okay. Here's worth noting. You are, to go to the volcano, you are kind of walking towards the rampaging T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Can we fly over? We can all fly, right?
Yeah, you could try.
Well, I can fly for like 10 minutes.
That's enough.
That'd probably be enough.
Depends if it wants to keep hunting us.
You have an extra room in your saddle?
No.
Okay. Not for me, for the one who clearly can't fly off the island. It's been here for 6 months.
No.
I can.
He only
Pair and
fits
carry
me.
things?
I'm heavy.
He just flew like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I can fly for a certain amount of time. There's just nothing close enough for me to like island hop to.
Yeah.
Bring Perrin
I
back.
saw you float up and down. I didn't really see like zoom off. I wasn't sure. Magic. It's
Yeah, no, we have to wait
There's
for
all kinds of
3 hours as he
You're-
slowly floats
You're
over.
lucky this character's serious because I wanted to call you Wind Boy so much. Okay,
Wind Boy.
Weather Boy. Yeah. So you guys want to get close enough? You kind of make your way through the grasslands and then try to fly over the T-Rex.
Oh, it's only 5 minutes.
I'm gonna cast healing on myself at the
Yeah.
first level as well.
Okay.
I haven't used a heal spell in like a season and a half. This is great.
There's no way that's true.
Well, the only ones I've had have just been off camera.
Yeah.
Being like,
that's fair.
Now
Off
that we
camera,
settled down, you heal people. Yeah.
We have a camera guy?
Yeah.
yes.
What do you think? That
Why
guy's
do you think?
been following
Why do you
us.
think I keep making the gym faces from the office?
Yeah, so you guys get moving, start heading that way, and as you guys get close, or closer to the point where you would like want to start flying, the kind of dense jungle is within view. It kind of tapers out, but honestly, it's a lot more like a sudden change of this tall grass to dense jungle, and you guys see. It's hard to count, but probably somewhere close to 50 of things moving through the grass that just like sprint out of the jungle. You guys catch little glances of like scaly heads, a large variety of colors, all of them some shade of muted blue or black or yellow, as basically a pack of velociraptors is just like sprinting dead on. Doesn't seem like towards you guys, but it definitely seems like away from the T-Rex. And they would just run past you. And Renastiere, you hear a bunch of run, fuck, oh yeah, it's gonna go, keep going.
It's in my head.
Yeah, but they all just run
I
past.
can help you.
Does that mean we fly now?
Were we not
Well,
flying?
we should be able to see it.
No, that was gonna
We had
happen
not started yet.
just before you would want to fly, because not all of you can fly the whole way, so you would need to reach a point.
I mean, I'd still be up in Perrin, I suppose.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not inside Perrin, but
Why don't you and just you roll perception, Renastiere?
Only me.
Because everyone else has a means to fly. Correct.
Yes, for
I think-
5 minutes.
All of us have the fly spell.
Fuck.
You also have that potion of flight.
I
Did I
do
use
have that.
Guided by the Stars yet?
I have 5 minutes.
Okay.
I thought the flight was
I
10
don't
minutes.
know.
Nope. Well, it's
I'm
not
gonna use
the.
Guided by the
I don't have the spell flight.
Oh. Oh, no, it is 5 minutes. Huh.
Okay. 27.
Okay.
I have those little Party America princess wings. Like fairy princess wings.
Renastiere. All of you hear very distant cries of the T-Rex, of roars. But Renastiere, you can speak to them. So you hear them as tangible speech. And you hear the Tyrannosaurus Rex basically... seems to be crying.
So I fly down a bit low.
Yeah.
Hey,
That was horrifying. I've never heard a noise like that before.
yeah, he was crying.
You must be hungry.
No, he's crying.
The monster.
No, he's crying.
Are you talking to us?
Yes, I flew down.
Oh, you flew down to. I thought you were
Yeah.
flying down to the
No,
T-Rex.
I fly
You're
away
like,
from him.
hey,
He's crying. I don't know if I should go talk to him.
You can certainly try.
I mean, we're two lizards, so we might have better luck than you. He still might try to eat me.
Just shriek in pain if you need help.
I'll go. "Ah." That's,
All right.
That's the
Is that
sign.
how it sounded?
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, like that.
That's
All right,
translation.
that's what we'll listen for.
Okay. I fly away.
Okay.
I look for the
So are you
sound of
guys,
it.
for the record, it's the T-Rex is still pretty far away. So Renastiere would be like well beyond the reach of you guys being able to offer any assistance.
I
if
feel
things
like
went south.
we keep going. And
Okay.
then if he starts coming after us, we could always just
We'll
cast
stay
a spell
like,
and fly.
like 100, 200 feet away or something like that.
Okay, cool. I just want, from what it sounded like, you were just gonna like
See you in a few hours.
I'm
Let
also
me know how
gonna
it goes.
fly above him, so
Yeah,
he can't just
yeah,
be like,
yeah,
"Hey,
yeah.
how's it?"
Yeah, I just want to clarify. But yeah, you get close.
They can fly in this game.
You get closer, and yeah, like I described before, just a massive beast of a lizard, black and yellow scaly hide.
Hey, what's wrong, big
You
guy?
immediately, it like stops, and this thing is like just below the tree canopy. Its head is, and it kind of like looks around.
Up here. Hey,
It looks up to you. Looks up to you.
hey, what's the matter, big guy?
What?
You seem sad. I heard you crying, so I wanted to see what was wrong.
They all burned.
Who burned?
Oh, I'm the only one left. So I'm just eating.
Who? Your family? Your friends?
All of them. I'm the last one.
Was it from the fire? And I point at the volcano.
That's a rock.
What?
That's a rock.
There's a rock?
No, it's a big rock.
A big rock killed them?
No, they were fire.
Oh.
How can you? Why are you so small? How you talk to me?
Lizard. I can talk to other. This is too high concept for you.
So
I
from a
just
couple
can.
hundred feet away, what does this look like to us?
A head
As I'm looking through the trees.
The most aggressively ferocious Tyrannosaurus Rex words you've ever heard in your life. And Renastiere basically being like, you can't really hear anything, but he's basically like, you know, basic like motions
Posturing
of,
like he has compassion.
Like, what the fuck is this going on with this thing?
Can we help you at all?
You know, I can find any more of them?
Food?
No.
More like you?
Yeah.
Was this the one we saw?
Yeah, you haven't seen
What
anymore.
he saw?
Yeah,
I'm
this is
assuming?
the one he saw. Yeah.
General proximity. Can I sort of glance over and see if there's any big heads over the horizon?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll perception.
Magnus's head is huge.
His big head mode turned
I guess
on.
I would tell Magnus to be like, just so you know, obviously you heard him mention it. He can talk to all these dinosaurs.
Should we?
Yeah, I figured.
Should we help him?
Did you kill a bunch of dinosaurs at all?
Shit.
T-Rexes?
15.
He shakes his head no to the T-Rexes, but
15.
15. No, definitely not. Magnus will say, another thing I should have mentioned, it's kind of just become, like I said, I've been here for almost half a year now. Those tears still happen every so often. So,
Still kind of centered around you?
nah, just the island for the most part.
Did they kill a bunch of anything? I guess I haven't had this conversation, so I don't need to ask about killing T-Rexes. Never mind. Forget that part.
Okay, word. But yeah, you don't see anything.
So he's relatively close to the volcano, right?
I mean, he's about 2/3 of the way away from it, of like the whole island. You're just now reaching the jungle, and there's a good stretch of jungle before the volcano. It is worth noting, though, if you guys don't remember, as you approached and you being in the sky, there are just almost an uncountable amount of patches of just burned away jungle.
Oh, so it's widespreading.
It's not currently burning, but clearly fire has decimated.
It can
a good
touch
amount.
anywhere on the island
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, hold on 1 second, big guy. I'll be right back. I'm going to look and see if I can find any more of your kind.
Why don't you roll diplomacy plus
Ren's
four
gone for the
circumstance?
rest of the season looking for T-Rexes.
I found my purpose.
That's the bandit one
We,
shot.
we don't have enough bulk to move a T-Rex, guys.
Diplomacy
Yeah.
is
He is
said?
no longer okay with
Yeah,
death.
diplomacy plus 4.
Natural 20 for a 30.
Okay. I'll just be here eating.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Just yeah, okay. I was gonna tell him not to eat any small things, but I feel like I couldn't specify my friends.
Yeah, that's
So,
literally all.
Yeah.
Everything small of this thing.
I don't think I could get across what I mean to this big crying
He
dinosaur.
thought the volcano was a big rock. So,
Yeah. Oh, that's what he was saying. I was so confused. I had the imagery of a giant boulder falling off a cliff and his whole family just being like,
I couldn't tell if you were just like acting really well
no,
or
I
if
was
you
so
genuinely
confused.
didn't get. Yeah.
I'm like thinking
For-
like Land Before Time, a boulder
Yeah.
like taking out his whole family.
Yeah. Okay.
Little foot.
I fly back to them.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so there's currently a very sad dinosaur in front of us. Probably would eat all of you, but I think I've built a rapport with him.
okay.
Magnus, have you seen any other of the big dinosaurs like him anywhere around recently?
Recently, no.
Damn it. It sounds like the volcano might have taken out some of his family. Or a big rock. I don't know. It's kind of confusing at this point. But I don't think it would be a good idea to cross path with a very sad dinosaur. At least for all of you. And I don't really want to see him burnt to a crisp from you two.
Should we continue our plan of flying over then?
Probably, but I need your help. I would really like to point this guy in some direction. He seems very broken up about it.
You want us to look?
Yeah, if you can fly up and just look around, see if you would see any heads like his.
I don't think I saw any when I flew back down.
I mean, you could have also just been focused in on the big one that was rampaging.
Can we
around.
make one somehow?
Make one?
Yeah, I don't know. Do we have a way to do that?
Sort of.
Anyone
that
have
I
a
know of.
dinosaur making spell?
Just to get this straight. You guys are here for Androphon stuff. And we're currently doing a detour for a sad dinosaur.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're not supposed to help those in need? Jeez, some hero you are.
To be fair,
I don't think he's a hero.
just want to throw this
Oh,
out
well
there.
then never mind. My mistake.
We have gotten to a lot of fights where allies have just kind of shown up to help. That thing might actually be a lot of help in a fight against Magin.
I'll take your word for it. I don't have a lot of allies, so yeah, I'll default.
Yeah, also if he finds other ones, we could have a whole pack of them. But that's besides the point. Personally, I would just like to help him, but this could yield some benefit later on.
Ren has commanded an army of crocodiles before to come to our aid and help. Or,
I just
well, he not really commanded, but was like temporarily put in charge.
Yeah, I talk better with lizards than people.
Okay.
Well,
But yeah, you guys just want to fly over?
Yeah, I guess we can fly over and look for dinosaurs.
I can do this flying thing like once.
Yeah, me too.
It's a relic
So,
ability, once per day. So I don't know if I want to
I'm doing
spend
it.
that right.
Well, hold on.
Oh, saving the innocent, huh?
Well, I mean, if
That
we
was
fly-
always your mission.
If we fly
All
for
right.
5 minutes, we'll just zoom right past this guy.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to use my my talisman, and go up in the air. And because I have the little tattoo things that make it easier for me to see long distances, I will look for dino buddies.
I'll stay
Okay.
down with Magnis.
Well, I mean, if we're all flying, we should probably fly at the same time.
Well,
so
we're
our
not all
time's like-
flying.
I'm saying so our time kind of, it's the same.
You guys don't have to fly. I'm looking for dinosaurs. Goodbye.
Yeah. I mean, Magnis will fly too, for sure. But yeah, why don't you roll perception?
Okay, I'll fly.
Yeah, I think we're all going at the same time.
Can I try again? Since
Yeah,
we're
anyone
all-
can roll
Okay.
perception.
I roll propelling winds with my wand, and I swoosh up into the air.
Fuck, 15 again.
How does your flight look, Diego? I remember you describing it once, but I forget.
Yeah, it's
24.
Like I said, like Party America fairy princess wings. It's just like kind of like, I guess usually it's on the back of my coat, but it's just clipped to the back of my shirt, just like a little clip that just expands, and I just flutter up.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
The first time it was dragon wings. This is distinctly less cool.
Oh, the first time it was tiny dragon wings.
yeah.
That was a
But still distinctly less
That was a representation of the demon inside him called alcoholism.
Yes.
So now he's gotten
yeah,
over
that. Makes
that.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes
Now
sense.
that I'm sober, I'm much more foppish.
What'd everybody get?
24.
I got 15.
I got a
again.
24.
13.
Okay. Anyone who cares, Magnus is not looking for a dinosaur.
I figured.
Yeah, I mean, you guys clock several dinosaurs, Triceratops, a lot more herbivore type breeds kind of grazing within the density of the jungle. No T-Rexes.
Okay, so what kind of dinosaurs did we see? Did we see anything that kind of looks like an aggressive carnivorous dinosaur that is decently sized? Really, I just want to bring somebody to him that's could maybe bring
if
some
it's
joy.
not his size, he's going to eat it.
Enjoy to his life. Well, if it's a carnivore, then
He'd still eat a carnivore.
yeah,
Or-
but
or they
taste
try
worse.
to kill each other.
We may be able to work something out. I just definitely don't want to bring like a
How
Triceratops
much time are we
there,
committing to this?
as much as it takes.
Other than like
Good man.
a few packs of velociraptors, you don't see any carnivorous things.
5 minutes of flight, guys.
Okay. I think I can work with this. So I fly back to him.
Should
Okay.
we fly by him?
Let's start flying towards
Yeah.
the bunker.
Yeah, okay,
I
you guys,
assume
Magnus,
have already flew.
you
by
guys
them.
go ahead. I will deal with this situation, then I will meet up with you.
Okay.
Okay.
What is Perrin big enough that I can ride on him too and makes it slow?
no,
or
It's just me.
well, if you need anything, let me know.
Okay.
I can't fly anymore after this.
Perrin flies back with only my legs strapped in.
we will run to you.
Well, we have the potions, so if we need to.
Okay, yeah, I fly back to him. Okay, I couldn't find any more of your exact kind, I'm afraid. They might be napping or something like that, but see me? Look, I'm a different lizard than this one, right? And I sort of point at myself and then point at Perrin and point back at myself.
Yeah.
Your family doesn't have to look like you. There's other dinosaurs who eat meat too. You can just have that as a family, and then you can hunt together until you find other big people like you.
They're too small to mate with.
Yeah, that's a tricky topic. Well, there doesn't mean there aren't others. You can just wait until you find another one. A lucky lady. Or man. What? What gender is this thing?
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell without.
Yeah, I mean, a lizard would be able to tell. They have to find out their own mates.
Yeah, it looks like a dude. Seems like a dude.
Oh, yeah, you could just, bide your time until you find the right person. Just, you don't want to be alone. Mating isn't everything. You also need friends, people to hunt with.
Roll diplomacy.
Straight.
Yeah. Mainly because the concept of friendship to just like a a
T-Rex,
Tyrannosaurus
yeah.
Rex that's lived its whole life like in the wild is not an easy thing to relay.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Come back, you're just playing poker with a bunch of other T-Rexes.
I was again.
They go, okay, are we friends?
Yes, we're friends.
Hmm.
We can't, but we're friends.
Okay. But I still gotta eat them.
But don't eat the ones you're friends with. There's plenty of non-meat eaters. They can just hunt with you. You get the big pieces and they get the small ones.
How do I know not to eat them if they don't tell me they're my friend?
Talk to them like I'm talking to you.
Okay.
Just approach slow. You don't want to run at them. They'll think you're trying to eat them. So just approach slow, talk slow, and work out the deal. Because then they can watch your back too. While you sleep, they can protect you and you can protect them. It's a mutual... Well, that's a big word. You both get something.
He'll look up to you and like kind of just like
Look,
assuredly.
look at me in this one. I can't fly, but Perrin can. So, and I feed him. So we both get something out of it.
Okay. He starts to walk off. He says, "Hello, friends."
Well,
We're gonna come back. He's be like a warlord of silence.
Well, we just hear like roaring constantly. Is really we're like, I sure hope he's okay. I can't
No.
tell if that's a crying roar.
Yeah. I mean, he goes off. Obviously, some of the higher concepts were lost, but he's at least like
gets a general
not
gist.
literally just like basically stress eating his sorrow away.
You come back, he's like the most well-connected like mob family.
Yeah. Oh, so you are looking for the Magin?
He's petting a velociraptor. You come to date me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Petting him with his tiny little arms.
But yeah,
I think we did good though, Perrin, right?
sure, father.
Well, at least you got my back on this. All right, let's go find the others.
Definitely. That was technically Perrin's like first extended interaction with another dinosaur.
He's probably pissing himself.
Just a T-Rex, huge thing, just being like, "Ah."
It's like, what? Why did I fear that? Like,
My instincts were telling me to run.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna have T-Rex sized diaper.
Are you still keeping above the canopy?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I'm just looking out for. Did
Eventually-
I find them?
Well, I hope things
Yeah.
went well.
Yeah,
I
me
think-
too.
I kind of.
Renastiere could use a win in that category.
Like the lizard love category.
The social category.
Oh,
But yeah, so you guys have dealt with the lonely T-Rex, we'll call him. And the jungle is thick, super lush green undergrowth. It would be considered difficult terrain as you're walking through it. Towering trees. These ones a bit taller from that little circle grouping of them where Magnis was staying. Probably close to 100, 120 feet tall. Several layers of canopy between them. There's never anything quite as big as I forget what they're called, but those big ass trees back in the Ecoy rainforest.
I fucking hate these trees.
Every so often, there's smaller trees that bear fruit of some kinds. There's also things that, like smaller jungle flowers that kind of breathe color into the undergrowth. But other than that, you're kind of just making your way to the upper canopy. Is never so dense that you can't see down or see up. I mean, it's not like clear vision, but you can still kind of like see where you're going at the volcano, all of that stuff. Renastiere, you can still see them. You can still see Renastiere and Perrin.
Do I
up
see
above.
anything else? Like I'm keeping a look around.
Yeah, why doesn't everyone roll perception? Because I assume you're...
As we're just flying over the.
I'm looking for snakes.
Well, you guys have landed now and your flying is over.
I'm looking for snakes.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like big snakes.
I
Or
don't
monkeys.
know why I took it like metaphorically. Like,
Dear
Snakes in the
Lord.
grass.
what?
Well, one.
Okay.
26.
25.
dining on.
Renastiere, because you're up above, you get a clearer picture. You see almost like they're very clearly super on guard. Almost like they're patrolling. Like they're used to moving through this, denser undergrowth. A humanoid, hooded, loose black monastic robes, a golden metal mask, and black wrappings around their feet and hands. They're kind of slowly making their way through the undergrowth, definitely in a way to not make any noise or draw attention to themselves. They have this singular, long, curved red metal blade on their back, etched with the image of a raging fire. It reminds you of the Ravda that you've heard of before, specifically the monastic robes and the golden mask. You also know that all of them carry wish blades, which this is clearly what it looks like. Eamon, you just catch it's pretty far away, so you kind of just see like a moving figure because you don't have an aerial view.
Coming towards us.
No, it appears to be moving like adjacently just through the jungle. It does not seem to be actively aware of any of you. You might see it look up a couple times, but it doesn't seem to like clock that, like, it might just think Perrin is just another flying pterodactyl. You know what I mean? So, but yeah.
I would tap Magnus on the shoulder and say, someone up there might be one of the Ravda, possibly investigating those tears in the plane or whatever you were saying about.
Are you able to identify
fire
their
rating?
Raptor? Was I the only one able to see them?
No, he's able to tell. He just can't make out like any of the like super intricate details. Like he probably doesn't know what he's armed with or anything, but like you see the glint in the gold mask and the monastic robes. That's kind of all you need. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Can I kind of piece together from my positioning, like with how they're gesturing that they are keyed in?
Yeah, you kind of see
The
Eamon
only person
point
with
in
me when the
direction.
Ravda was there was Anzai.
Yeah, but you all talked about it. You brought it up.
Just throwing that out there.
He says, okay.
Is that somebody you want to talk to or avoid? Doesn't matter to you?
He didn't know what they were.
Yeah, I don't really care.
So,
Well, they might have something to do with those fire rifts that
I mean,
I'd say
I'm
we
not too
talk
worried
to
about
him.
the rifts.
you'd want to talk
Okay.
to him.
Yes.
Where are they?
They're
Far
elemental
ahead.
hunting monks.
Sure.
Sounds cool as hell.
He says
Take it away, Captain.
Haha.
that's the Ravda.
That's perhaps one of them.
Are we certain that's the case?
Was that someone you fought?
Yes.
I immediately start hiding.
How'd you know they were the Magin?
I
Or
mean,
did you just see
I
them
never know
teleport and fight
until
them?
I capture them and torture them. So I assumed, just as I assumed you four were.
That was a great assumption you made.
Why don't you hide with
Wait,
phosphorus?
hold on. Those were the ones that were the Magin?
Yeah.
That's an
Like
individual.
the
that,
two that you fought, the two Magin you fought earlier.
Yeah, they're one of the two. Correct.
Oh. Well, how about you stay back and I'll go investigate.
I'll approach with you.
Okay.
Maybe not you.
I can stay hidden and they won't know I'm an oracle.
Okay.
Well, you still have the winds.
No, I focused.
It only brings it down to minor. It never goes away.
Oh, I was already in minor, so I didn't really need to refocus. How long has it been since then?
Well, you gain your focus point back.
Yeah.
So that's important.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
I say we
Like-
find out.
20 minutes.
If he could handle him by himself, you and I could handle him.
Exactly.
I just
mean,
don't want you to go alone.
It's not like we'll be.
Oh,
fine.
yeah, that's fair. Also, we have Renastiere up in the air. I was
Yeah.
going to just say
I
he
wonder
can come
what
too.
they're doing down there.
Yeah, if a duration is just sustained, is it however long I sustain it is how long the spell works?
Yeah, conceivably. It does take an action to do that every turn. So, like, if something were to tie you up where you couldn't conceivably do it, like you go unconscious, obviously.
All right. Well, no, I'll just cast invisibility curtain right in front of us.
Okay.
So within 10, like it's basically a wall. Everyone behind the wall is invisible.
That's
Okay.
a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. I'll as long as you guys stay behind, like I'll point at that tree. We're invisible.
Sweet.
So
Okay. Magnus is like immediately like, okay, I can work with this.
How far away are these guys?
I mean, pretty far.
Just one, right?
Yeah. Just one that you see.
I
Couple-
thought we said we saw two.
Magnus fought two. He said, and almost
I know.
killed
I
one.
thought Renastiere saw two or something.
No.
I don't know where it is.
sorry, it's 60 feet long
Okay.
and 10 feet high. I'm actually going to make it a ring. So in
Okay.
a 10-foot area around me, you're invisible as long as you're inside that ring.
Okay.
Diego, if you want to approach, I'll go with you.
Couple 100 feet away, probably.
Couple hundred?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can always shout, get their attention if you just want to talk.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to stay back in the invisibility curtain, you certainly can. You have spells. I don't know. I'm just going to go.
I'm curious about them. One of them came after me, so I'd like to know more.
So, yeah, you said they're a couple 100 feet away?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'd get to where it makes sense to shout towards them.
Okay.
And I would say, hello there.
Could I roll stealth before he does that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want us to roll stealth too?
Not currently.
Okay.
Am I good since I'm kind of just huddled up against Perrin looking down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only because you and Magnis are far enough away and you're behind an invisibility curtain that if basically what'll happen is if something's looking for you, they'll probably war against you guys as stealth. We're just gonna assume anything behind the curtain's already in it.
How far away are we? Just to get an idea.
Couple
We'll
100
call it
feet.
300 feet just to get like
Within range. Got it.
But yeah, you call out
23 for stealth.
23
Yeah.
for stealth.
I'm walking up.
I'm just sort of circling.
Okay, you are doing that, and you see the figure clearly clock you, turn to you, draw their blade, motion to like a bit diagonally to your right and a little behind you to right where you are. Sorry, by you I mean Eamon. To where Eamon is hiding, essentially.
It's not working. Okay, I stand up out of the grass
Okay.
and take my hood off my head that was on my head. And
They get a good look at you,
Mm-hmm.
and they put their blade away, and they approach.
Yeah, I approach. I go to meet them.
for some reason, I imagine you, Diego, like reaching for a blade in your back, but just pulling out a cup of tea.
They pull out cups of tea too.
Yeah.
Like drawing a pistol, but it's a cup of tea.
We don't have to do this, man.
Just splashes everywhere.
But as you get close, the individual says, "Hello,
Hello. My name is Diego.
we are the Ravda."
You are the Ravda. I've heard stories.
Good to know.
What? Well, first of all, Diego, I'm captain of the Penumbra. I brought my fine vessel here, and we're searching through the islands, mapping things.
I should warn you, this is a dangerous place currently.
Because of the dinosaurs? Because I think a friend talked it out with them.
No, because of a leak from the Inferno.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
No.
Do you know what might be causing that?
Can you stop it?
Yes, a man.
A man?
Yes.
What
You
man?
He would describe Magnis.
Okay. Well, what is this man malicious? Why is he opening this?
He does not do it intentionally. At least I do not think so. Think of it as a call and response. He is calling out through his magics. The elemental residents of the Inferno are responding. We tried to approach. It did not go well. Do you have... What is your lay of the land? I can tell you where he is so you can steer clear. He seemed hostile on... We tried to explain. He
I would
did not understand.
tell them kind of where we came from.
Yeah, you can just give like a direction. I
Yeah.
mean, you also have there's a ship in the sky, so you can just say.
Yeah,
came down from
I
where-
came from there.
Yeah. Why don't you roll deception? Normally, for most people, this is like darn, but for Diego, it's like finally. I don't have to
Nice.
roll diplomacy.
26.
Yeah. I mean, there's like no doubting. This is a very
Trusting man.
well, it's someone who normally works with things that don't have a high level of sentience. Like he deals with elementals a lot, so he's just trying to help and warn you guys. But yeah,
Well, I appreciate it. Is there anything we can do? Is it...
I was.
Have you been following this man for a while? Does he open up rifts everywhere he goes, or does he? Not too many residents here permanently, I imagine.
Can he stop it? I mean, could we just talk to him if we
I
found him?
was trying to offer a solution. Like I said, he would not listen. This is not uncommon, but I can say no more. I apologize.
Please, I would love to know more.
Please, pretty please.
Why don't you roll diplomacy?
Can I assist with my puppy dog eyes?
Can I...
Lie.
Well, yeah. Can I add something in there to make it a lie?
No.
I was
I
trying
don't
to,
actually want to know more.
Well, I was trying to imply that I know very little. So
It's diplomacy.
performance.
No.
God damn it.
You can assist, though, if you would like. So you can roll diplomacy first.
please.
I'm assuming we can't hear from this far away.
No.
31.
+2.
21. No.
Okay.
Yes. 21.
Okay.
No.
No.
He says, it pertains to your safety. It is only fair. There, as I said, these sorts of things are not uncommon. To the capacity that this is currently happening is uncommon. To be blunt, we are understaffed and overworked, to put it into your plane's terms. I do not know when or how we could get a lid on it without this man's cooperation. I just know it needs to be done.
Okay. Well, I, as the humble captain of the Penumbra, would love to offer my assistance, but I just want to make sure something sure. You're not evil, right? You're not like a secret agent trying to hunt somebody down for no reason. Well, a reason, but a different reason than you actually are.
Smooth as butter.
I'm doing a secret roll.
Can you do one for me too?
Yeah. Yes.
Are you trying to understand him?
Yeah. What the hell is he doing?
I gave that up a long time ago.
I mean, you can't see really facial expressions, right, with this mask. This man's demeanor the whole time has been almost like rigidly perfect posture. His hands like clasped in front of him. You know, they're a monastic order. You don't get any negative signs. As Magnis, as paranoid as he is, he would say there's always a possibility. Your guys' best guess is that it's probably not likely for the Ravda themselves to be an issue. The only thing you're worried about is if someone...
Is he actually the Ravda?
Yeah, correct.
Well, yeah, that's what I was trying to get
you
at.
don't get any that's the case. You just know that like the Ravda themselves are probably fine, and if this actually is an agent of the Ravda, it's just without like fully seeing capabilities of like, does he even have monastic abilities? There's always a possibility. You don't get this, but it's always a possibility someone just like knocked out the Ravda, took their stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you don't get any of that, at least. It's just, my point is, you guys feel confident, but obviously you can't say without with certainty right now.
Specifically like somebody who's like pretending to
there's no tells of any of that. There's no reaction in any way of
because
bringing that
it's
up.
definitely like out of nowhere. I just bring that up. It's like, haha,
there's none of that.
You.
None of that you guys pick up on.
Reaches for the blade, pulls out a cup of tea.
He says,
could I walk away probably like 10, 15 feet, just like start like pacing? As I get far enough away, hopefully with my back towards Diego and the Ravda, I'm going to cast message quietly and whisper to Magnis, who I know is there, even though
Do you have to see him?
Magnis? Well, I don't know. I know he's there. I don't know how that works. I'd imagine so, but
I don't know either.
it just says targets one creature.
Yeah, it doesn't say
Within
that.
500 feet.
Yeah. So you are aware of where he is. Yeah. Yep, you can do it.
I would whisper, I don't think this is one of the Magin. Obviously, all the caveats you mentioned before are still present. He might be able to help with the rifts in the sky.
Okay. I mean, I don't, like I said.
You promise not to kill him on sight? I mean, we could, if he ends up being evil, we will happily help you.
What?
Yeah. I'm just saying, why are we worried about the rifts?
Because, I mean, they killed every one of your crew. So they could easily do the same to us. If
We're in
trying
a
to leave
wooden
as well.
boat. I'll stay right next to him.
It is a concern.
Okay.
Are you okay to talk to this person without
Yeah.
immediately trying to kill them?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't come out yet. But
Yeah,
just good to know.
I would just say, I guess I've heard stories of you. I'm not sure how capable you are.
I start pissing
What?
to justify me walking away 10 feet.
Okay. Yeah. So Eamon starts peeing. But, sorry, Diego, you were saying?
Would you mind me testing you real quick?
It depends on the capacity you would like to test me. I am currently looking and awaiting those tears. those leaks?
I would just try to just really quick try to get really close to slapping him, but not,
Okay.
and just check his form.
Yep. Without even moving the perfect posture, even though you stop short, his hand is there to block it.
Mhm.
You seem, I mean, he seems competent in that respect.
Like Imagine.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, I got you now.
I mean, Anzai duped all of you, and he was like,
Yes,
trying to
but
zoom
it could never happen again.
Lightning does not strike
Some are
twice.
guild sweating. Do they know?
Oh no!
But yeah,
Lovely. How can I help?
I was not anticipating assistance. We are here.
Nobody ever is. And then I come in,
We are here to
unwanted and overbearing.
protect the denizens of the mortal plane of Helios from where we are from. So
Eamon's been peeing for a long time down there.
There's a lot of water in me, dude. I'm a tempest.
It's true.
It's salt water.
What are your capabilities to withstand infernos?
Well, I have fire-resistant clothes.
Maybe it is best to leave the tears to me.
Is it just you?
Currently,
Currently, you're not going to get any backup?
I do not know when it will arrive. The two of you that are close, why don't you roll perception? Yeah, sorry, Eamon and Diego.
It's like nobody went for their dice.
I'm like, I am pissing, but
I'm not close.
unnatural 20.
25.
I'm flying.
Diego, there's it's not like it's definitely not frustration out of like petty frustration. It's more frustration out of like it's like when you understand something has to be the way it is, but it also sucks that it's the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of get a hint of that in his voice.
I cast message again. I just glance over my shoulder, hearing this and kind of not seeing the face of frustration, I guess, just hearing a frustrated voice. And I cast message to Phosphorus and I say, you guys can come out. You can bring it out. Or you guys can come out if you want. The conversation's coming to a dull halt.
Well, let me speak with my associate real quick, and we'll see what we can do.
Zip.
And I know you said don't help you, but I don't work that way.
the zipper?
So, yeah, I walk over to Eamon,
Okay.
and I just start talking about like, hey, like, what do you think we should do? But then I have double speak,
Yeah.
so I can communicate with you. I think I trust. Yeah, I think I trust the guy. I don't know if what's his bucket's going to come out, but
Yeah, the tea seems real enough.
what?
I don't have double. You're right.
I think you can double speak back to him.
How does that work? You just say things that aren't what I want to say?
So you can't.
No.
Eamon is correct. You can't really have a conversation. You
can
can
just
relay
listen.
information though. Yeah.
Right.
So
I'm just nodding
yeah.
along quietly.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to send message to Magus or something. Magnus.
I actually just did finish peeing.
At this point,
Thanks for waiting
I'm
till
going
now.
to turn to Magnis.
Oh.
They seem pretty confident about him. They're asking we could go up there. So if you want to walk up there, I guess it's up to you.
Sure.
Okay. I'll drop the spell and we'll...
As this happens, I
Start
turn
walking
to the Ravda, say, you or your associates, any work in Wakuzana the past 5 years or so?
I know not that name.
Chasing a water elemental in a big city. No?
My domain is the Inferno.
I didn't know if you hopped domains or not. Or...
Some of us do.
So the veil comes down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, surprise, we had him.
He immediately hits an athletic stance. The
He's
Ravda.
not going to try to hurt you. I hold out my Jurassic
Magnis
Park hand.
says, don't. Hello. He says.
Sorry about your friend.
He's like that. Actually, almost exclusively, it seems like. So,
Maybe I should have brought it up before, but I actually was not sure whether I did kill or not kill the associate. He just
Ooh.
dragged him away. So is he
I-
dead?
I
He
look-
just looks at him and asks him.
I look over the Ravda
Yeah, and
with like
he-
concern.
Yeah, he just shakes his head no, and stows his blade.
Where is he? We have a healer.
He has returned to the crag.
To the crag.
It's one of the 4 elemental wonders.
Is that where your home base is, or?
No.
I'm going to send a message up to Renastiere saying you can land if you want.
Thank God. I was wondering how long that would fucking take.
Parrot's exhausted.
I'm flying instead. He's on my back.
And we have a lizard, and
Technically, too.
he's riding a lizard, but he's friendly too.
Understood.
So Magnis,
anyway,
he
fix
was
the
telling
veil.
us that you might be the cause of these openings.
I'd land.
He says, yes, you are calling them here unintentionally, I believe. He looks for confirmation, and Magnis just kind of shrugs. And then the Ravda says, to clarify, he is not the cause of the leaks themselves. He is just the cause of the frequency and the destination.
How does we go about
Solution
fixing the
or-
problem? If it's coming from him? Does he have to leave, or is there...
Oh, you mean fixing him calling them here?
Yeah.
Or fixing the leaks in general?
Well, I'm assuming
either
the
or.
leaks thing is a much more the broad scale problem.
Yes.
Seems not like a today thing.
I have magics, abilities, a ritual we do. It should quell his fire.
And what is the ritual?
What do you mean?
What is the ritual that you would do?
He's asking for the specific name.
Or the specifics of the ritual?
I mean, he can explain it to you.
Yeah,
It technically does not have a name. The Ravda don't really
I want him to actually roll through the ritual, so I'm making sure that it's actually
legit.
what it'll
yeah.
do.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, he just describes exactly what it sounds like of him basically stopping that signal coming from Magnis.
Would it prevent him from using magic or harm him in any way?
No, but should he use... It is hard to explain. I'm sure he knows better than I do. He kind of motions to Magnis. There is a layer to his magic that is unique. Should he call on that, that is what is calling them here. So that would undo what my ritual has done.
So it'd be a temporary fix.
Yes.
Got it.
Unless he just doesn't do that thing again, Magnis.
So if he were to
So it's a temporary fix.
do this elsewhere, would it result in the same situation?
Not immediately.
Does a volcano affect it at all?
It does not make things easier, he says. Primal magics are highly affected by environment.
So I've heard.
Okay, so is it a combination of that and just the, I'm assuming, sustained amount of time he has been using magic?
What? What is the question? I'm sorry.
The cause of this abnormality could be a combination of the volcano and the frequency of which Magnis here has been using his magic in the area.
Why doesn't everyone roll perception?
22.
Nat 20.
22.
20 or 30.
Uh,
Third nat 20.
25.
Crazy.
You won't get one
Not in
till-
combat.
You won't get one until campaign 2.
Not in combat once.
25. All of you kind of pick up on that he's kind of dancing around a very specific, he's kind of dancing around a specific topic, clearly not really, whether out of wants or out of obligation, not talking about something.
All right, let's not beat around the bush. There's something that clearly you have information about that you're withholding.
I think it may be something personal to Magnis. Am I wrong?
No, maybe I am confused. The leaks are not something to be stopped. They're coming here because of him. The things that come here are stronger and harder to send back because of the volcano.
I see. But what I was asking is that if we were to take him out of this place, which is our plan, and we are put in a self-defense situation, would it then attract a rift to where he is at?
Conceivably, if it is done enough.
So it is frequency. Okay, I see. Because he's
Well,
been here
it
for
is-
a little while.
There is. Yes.
So we can try this patch job, though.
It's better than
Yes.
nothing.
Okay. Do you need assistance doing the ritual?
Normally, it is done by 4 Ravda.
I have magic to help.
I can't
Primal
do
magic,
rituals.
if that helps.
Correct. Diego is incapable of helping.
I specifically cannot help.
And then I'll
Cursed by a god.
I'll turn to
and all that.
Magnis. Are you okay with just doing this thing real quick? I'd rather, when we leave, you not burn the ship down because you pulled something here.
Yeah. Am I okay with it? No.
I mean, you'll still be able to use your magic if you need to. It's just
Will-
walking that line.
Give you cookies.
It's less what it will supposedly do to me and more.
What you don't know?
Yeah.
I will make sure this ritual is doing what it's supposed to do.
Roll diplomacy. +2 circumstance for being a fire mage to some degree.
That is 23.
Okay.
I've worked hard on that ship. I don't want it to burn down.
Yeah. I mean, I put 3 decades into what I've been doing, but okay. He says kind of like,
Hey,
Well,
that's-
is your
that's
thing,
3/4 of my life.
is your thing going to burn down? Also, that's also a good point.
Yeah, that's bullshit. This is why I want to change that.
It's true. Eamon's going to live for like billions of years.
I know.
No, I'll live to like maybe 200.
I died once.
Yeah.
but yeah,
That's
Yeah, that was
so
natural,
much.
though.
he'll agree to do it.
I'll live till 50, maybe. Just with my
That's-
lifestyle.
That's saying that's
Again,
been
not
much
natural.
too.
The
Yes.
The past few months of your behavior, it's been
Ravda says,
dwindling.
so, to do so correctly, you think of him as a cup. For me to fully put the lid on, we will need to fully take it off first to ensure that it is sealed completely.
Is this going to summon something here?
Most likely,
All right.
it will summon many things.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing this. Okay.
I mean, we have not done it yet, but
What?
Would you rather me help with the ritual or help in dealing with whatever comes through? What would be most helpful for you? I'm a level 13 oracle.
What's your stat block?
taking it off is the quickest process. I do not need assistance in that. I just need assistance.
Putting it back on?
Yes.
Okay, what do you need me to do in that regard?
Do you need a hat?
All of you can assist in preparation. Only one of you would need to could assist in that.
I got
aspect.
a lot of fire magic. Chances are it's probably not going to help out in the fight.
I know not what this means for your capabilities. He kind of just like looks to all of you, but he says, magic drawn from nature will be of most use in doing so to match him. He motions to Magnis. And then Magnis says, weird question. Can I do it? Like, can I help? I don't know how that works. Can I put my own lid on? The Ravda goes, no.
Well,
Essentially, what he's trying to allude to is it's a nature check.
Can I use lore magic theory?
I'll give you magic theory with a -4.
What's
Is that
your
still
nature?
better than nature?
still better than nature.
That's far better than nature.
Yeah.
I'd be rolling 0 with nature.
I have +6 to nature. Not
I have a
much.
+2 to nature.
I would be rolling better than you with
That's what I figured.
Yeah, he
magic
is.
theory.
Take it away.
All right.
I got the lizard.
The Ravda says preparation. He kind of like nods his head a bit. Should take around 10 hours.
Oh.
And we should do this in a place that is already scorched to not cause further harm to the mortal plane.
Oh. Well, maybe we can do our thing first.
I will need.
I didn't know it was going to take that long. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it could help.
I think
if
this
there's less
is
fire
worth-
around.
This is worth helping.
Well, I agree. I just think that maybe we go do the thing and then
That thing might take longer than.
I don't think it will. It didn't take very long last time
Yeah,
we
but
did
we
that
weren't
thing.
on Fire Island. We also had to fight those robot
And
things.
possibly maybe take something up to the top of something to try to fix something.
Oh, yeah.
Also, doing this might make the other one easier.
Oh, fine. You convinced me. We'll do your thing first.
Aye.
If needed, I can do the preparation myself.
Is that going to open anything?
No.
So maybe he does the preparation and then we just meet him in 10 hours?
I do not wish to ask more of you than you are willing to give. This is not your sworn duty to do.
Well,
Do you think we can get it done in 5 hours? Getting there, doing things, and coming back?
How far away is the volcano from here?
Getting to the base of the volcano is probably 2 hours to travel.
Okay.
easy. 2 hours, get
Getting
in
to
there.
the top would probably be another hour.
We got to get to the top.
go to the top.
I don't think we're going to
gonna
the top yet.
No,
Oh, okay.
no. We're just going to go to the cave. We're going to do our
Okay.
thing in there and then come back.
We
and
can
then,
also do the hammer thing too while we're there.
well, we do the hammer thing at the top.
Here's another question.
Technically, no.
Do you have that?
Were you just going to poke a hole in the side and put it in there?
Do you have that vaccine ready? Because if we all get that sickness, we might be less capable.
Yeah, I can make it.
Okay, because I don't want to come back with whatever sickness that was and
I
try
would
to
just
fight
like
fire.
not. There's one thing that I don't want a timer on, and it's our thing. So having to rush for that to get back here, I'd rather just do this and then go do our thing.
It takes 10 hours to set up, but I don't think we have to do it immediately once it's set up, right?
I'm just saying, while we're here, we could get it done and then have no timer on what we are going to do, as
He shakes
opposed
his
to
head
trying to
no.
rush through it. I'd rather not rush through what we spent all those days flying.
That is
before.
fair.
Diego,
Yes.
knowing what you know about what kind of Phosphorus said about kind of getting this fire node back going, there's probably no way that level of elemental fire magic will not draw attention if there's already like a reason to be here. Meaning
So
that
if
doing
we
this,
stop this thing first,
yeah, it'll probably make
then
doing
do that?
easier. That also doesn't mean that you have to go do that. You could still go do the android stuff, come back, and then do that stuff.
I'm just saying, if we take 2 hours to get there, do you think we need more than 6 hours in the bunker?
Well, I guess the real question is, what's the rush?
Depending on what
Well, we
we
can always
find,
come back.
I suppose, but
I
one
don't want to
stops.
just sit on our hands for 10 hours, you know?
One, well, you would be the only one sitting on your hands for 10 hours because we'd all be helping set up the ritual. But
Well, yes.
we could.
Diego will go.
Well, one
I'll go in the volcano.
perhaps eliminates a large threat to our safety and our ship's safety while we're doing things. So the sooner we get that dealt with, then we can at least have that peace of mind
I
going
am
throughout our.
inclined to agree with Eamon. I would prefer all of our unknowables be shorn up before we go into a further unknowable.
And like the last bunker we saw, it's clearly not going anywhere.
Magnus, while you guys are having this conversation, Magnus begins talking to the Rabda. They have a couple back and forth, and he says, guy over here saying, I gotta be a part of that 10 hours, just so you know.
Well, I don't
for the
think we're
record.
going anywhere, I guess. I don't know.
Fair enough.
I mean, I could tell.
Sorry, Diego.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's pretty easy to find if you want to go find it. The direction.
No, I didn't even want to go find it right now.
Well, there we are.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go set up the 10-hour thing.
Cranky.
What would be the best
The withdrawals.
scorched area then around here? I'm looking directly at
Pull a
Magnis.
bottle out.
I mean, we could always make one.
He wants sippies.
This place has already been destroyed pretty well.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you guys can find one. That, like I said, there's hundreds of feet of scorched jungle that you can find.
All right, let's try to set up shop somewhere.
Ritual montage.
I don't like rituals anymore.
Yeah. You know what? By now it's been a little bit. You've done some stuff, ran into Magnus, and now this Ravda. So let me just kind of like reset the scene and kind of time frame and everything. By now it's 2:30, 3 o'clock. If you don't remember, you arrived at this island around midday. You have found a large stretch of scorched jungle. Think like after a wildfire just goes through some place. Like there's little things that get left, but there's more just like burned trunks and grass and everything. Everything's covered in ash. As you find the spot and you kind of get... The Ravda moves to like kind of tell everyone what would need to be done. Everyone except Diego. I rolled a secret check. You pick up on Magnis. He plays it off well. Obviously, he's done this a long time. That he's good and he's fully on board with this. But something feels off, and you definitely catch him almost waiting for the Ravda to let his guard down. When that happens, you're not sure what, but it's clear he's going to do something.
Okay, I was going to say, as we were going to this, I would have pulled Eamon to the side to ask him something.
Go for it.
But
yeah,
Eamon, can I speak with you for a second?
sure. Yeah.
And it would be away from Magnus. This Magnus fellow, what is your intention? What's your expectation with him?
I expect to learn from him. My initial intent was to offer some insight or protection, but he already seems like he very much knows the Magin are after oracles and very okay with it. I admire his goals, I think, but other than that, I would like to learn more about the Magin from him specifically, but I'm not quite sure. I don't know how much it'd be worth knowing maybe how reckless he could possibly be.
Okay.
What do you think? Or what are you thinking?
I'll default to what you want in this regard, but I will keep my eye out on him.
Yeah, I'm sure you're considering the crew too, long term, of like being around such a...
He doesn't really seem to care what happens to other people.
Yeah, for sure.
So...
For sure. Yeah, the less... I don't know. I haven't... Maybe we'll never see it, but it'd be interesting to see what he is like once he trusts those around him. We might not get the chance to see that, but...
I just didn't know if this was like, oh, this is my whole goal for what I wanted to do on this adventure. And
I mean, we found him. That was a big goal. And then he seems to know the Magin are after him, which is another big goal. So, I mean, I'd like to go after the Magin as well if I could, but maybe not in the same way he is. So if he's going to keep doing it that way, of just letting them come to him and try to kill who he can, I might wish him happily on his way.
well, okay. Now I know where you stand.
Yeah, thanks for asking.
I would have
You're
actually...
welcome. I'm going to go work on this ritual.
I would have actually walked over to Magnis the minute I was picking up on this.
Okay, yeah. Go for it.
So, I get the feeling that you are not put at ease with this Ravda situation.
No.
Why? What is your hesitation or expectation?
I will say, as you guys get there, obviously this isn't in earshot of the Ravda.
Yeah.
I can be talking to the Ravda about the ritual and stuff.
Yeah,
I would have
kinda
picked a moment.
distract a bit, or
I'm not like, hey!
Yeah, I mean, he still does like a quick look back at him, and he says he's hiding something. I don't plan to sit and let him work his magic on me for 8 hours until I know what that thing he's hiding is.
Okay, so you want him to be fully transparent before we do this. Is that what I'm gathering?
Yeah, he nods.
Is that all?
Yeah. I mean, you definitely pick up that the whole concept has him somewhat uneasy. Like, this is not a comfortable situation for him by any means. But he does seem pretty genuine in that, like... I mean, you have interacted with enough. This is maybe the most paranoid individual you've ever met. If someone is hiding something from him, he's not just going to fucking sit here and let him do things on him, to him, so to speak. So he does not seem comfortable in the situation, but he does seem genuine that, like... He's not out here to just kill him no matter what. He's just like, he's hiding something, and that's not okay to him.
I will try my best to try to figure out what the hidden issue is with the Ravda, but also understand from our perspective You did try to boil our blood on first instinct, and we also don't know you that well. We know you pretty much as well as this Ravda. And I can guarantee you that I will not let you on our ship if you are going to be bringing fire and brimstone down upon us. There's more people to be considering than just you in this situation.
I get where you're coming from. Just understand you don't go as long as I've gone and turn that switch off that easily.
No, I get it. I've died, so being on edge and expecting a dagger in your back is an understandable instinct. However, you're also on the island where we might be the only boat that comes by in decades, centuries. So we kind of all have to compromise here so that we can all end up both alive and hopefully out of this island without us all having to live in rags and, well, for those of us who can grow hair, have long beards and long hair, because we're all trapped here together. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Roll diplomacy plus or circumstance. As maybe for the first time ever, when you just so blatantly say you've died, a little bit of the like tension drops out of just pure like, what the fuck?
With a +4, unnatural 20.
Okay.
My diplomacy is a lot better these days.
Yeah. He takes a deep breath and he says, yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
I figure you are a person, especially on your instinct, who needs to be just outright spoken to. Matter of fact, I'm assuming somebody who's on edge as much as you prefer people not to double speak, and quite frankly, I'm quite terrible at it. So, I get it, but I'll be the straightest shooter of our entire group. You can probably tell who isn't going to be, and I'm without trying to be too obvious, look over at Diego.
I appreciate it. I don't plan on killing any of you, nor do I want to.
I don't get that impression from you. It's more so understand that I come from a belief system of helping anyone who needs help, but also understanding that if more people will be put at risk in doing so, then you default back to saving more lives.
Are we getting? So how would you like me to go? You would like to go about getting the information? He seems a little flustered.
Could I be using biographical eye in discussing with the
Ravda? Yeah, absolutely.
I would have done it earlier. I just forgot it was a thing. 'Cause it's been a while since I've...
Maybe since you already almost killed his companion, it would be best if I approach this. Otherwise, he might get cagey or assume that you are coming at it with aggressive intentions.
Yeah, he nods and kind of holds up his hand in a sign of respect or show of like, I won't go about it my way, and you could probably assume what his way might have been. But
yeah. All right.
So I have a DC 25 society check.
Yes.
Do I get any bonuses with the make an impression thing I did earlier, or no?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll give you +2.
It's a +1 automatically if you're talking to them while you do it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and you've obviously you've not actually you haven't interacted with them before, but you did do research into them.
I'm going to use a coin.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 10, so I'd like to just try to get a little better than that.
Fair enough.
It's not a 25 to do that, but that's a 15, so that's a 27. So just a success. So I learned the creature's profession and specialty within that profession. I learned the nation or settlement where they normally live.
Magin, Mage Hunter.
That's kind of what I'm hoping to find out.
Yeah, I mean, along the lines of kind of what Diego did to kind of suss him out at first, there's just something about the way he moves where there is shockingly no wasted movement, even in his basic movements. Like it's a little reminiscent of Raiji, but even then it puts when you knew him. I'm not trying to say anything about Raiji currently. Okay, John? but what you knew of him when he was with you, it puts his speed and dexterity and ability to move his body to shame. Like, this person is unbelievably adept at the monastic arts. And it checks out that, I mean, I don't know what you would call their profession. Technically, he's a protector of the of the elemental wonders. And
It's kind of what I was hoping for, if it was like
yeah,
Oracle Hunter,
yeah,
or something like that.
And where he is from is the Inferno. Yeah, I mean, at this point, beyond unforeseen things like how Magnis kind of mentioned that they can like rewrite everything about you, the Magin. This
Sure.
is kind of like the last check. This is, for all you know, this is a Ravda. And he means well.
I'll kind of like in conversation glance over and just try to. Is there any way I can try to non-verbally just like nod to Renastiere in a way that would convey? I don't want to cast message because I have to like cast a cantrip, so it's a little more obvious. But just a way to look, perhaps I could hear their conversation with my elf ears, or at least bits and pieces, or assume what's going on. I don't know. Because I also noticed that
You guys have,
he was uncomfortable.
you noticed it, and you guys have been, I mean, you guys
Just like I checked him
a long
out.
time. Yeah.
To my best of my
you
ability,
can give
he's
the
good.
classic, is he good? He's good, nod back and forth.
I like wipe my nose with my pinky and do the signal that we discussed.
Is Perrin still watching from above? Okay.
I will walk over like not like forward towards it, but like nonchalantly over to the Ravda.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've gone over a lot of what this ritual will pertain to.
Yes.
Understand the person this pertains to is somebody who is, if you couldn't tell, quite paranoid about everything and anything. I don't blame him. We're just recently acquainted with him. I wouldn't even go that far. We know of him and have slowly garnered more about him, but is there something you're withholding from us for one reason or another?
Roll diplomacy.
Could I assist if I was standing next to him talking?
No, because I'm giving him a +4, which is as much as he can get.
Oh, so I do have a +4?
Yes.
Okay.
I will hold chain lightning.
Okay. 27.
Yeah. I mean, he takes a couple breaths in and out and kind of just like gauges everybody. And okay. I do not want to alarm. It is my duty to retrieve and protect the people of this plane from the people of the Inferno. However, you all seem capable, and it is only fair. He like motions to Magnis, even though it doesn't necessarily pertain to the ritual. He seems a little nervous, wouldn't be the word, but what he's what he's talking about is clearly like not. It fills him with some level of dread. And he says, there are magics that bind the planes in Aelios into separate but distinctly connected pockets. Those are eroding in a way that turns out there may not be any Magin agents at all. Just the Ravda, though many questions still remain. Will the Ravda's ritual work? What sort of attention will it attract? Will Magnis's violent tendencies end up causing problems for the party? All of this and more, next time on Dying 5.
If you enjoyed today's episode, consider leaving us a review on whatever platform you listen on. We'd love to hear your feedback. And if anyone in your life just can't get enough tabletop RPG action, send them our way. If tabletops have taught me anything, it's that good stories become great ones when you have some folks to share them with. And as always, thanks for listening.